Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day, good day, good day. You are through and you are tuned in to the one and only Lunar Lounge Podcast with myself, Israel Josie. How are you doing, people? Welcome. What was I going to say? You know me. If you're tuning into the show for the first time, it's a show which aims to enlighten, inform, educate about the the alignments of the cosmos. You know what it is. It's more astrological centered. However, we rope in other, if you want to say, disciplines or principles to the show. Later in the show, well, towards the end of the show, always do tarot card of the week. So that will be coming up later. There's also going to be competition time. I pose a question and the winner's supposed to win £30. Let's see if we've got a winner this week, and I'll be posing another question for y'all to be given to me for next week. Somebody made a great, they obviously don't listen to this show regularly. However, when it comes time to competition, I will let you know what happened with this particular individual. What else I was going to say? There's going to be notifications later on. Do remember that I'm giving a free introduction to geomancy this Saturday at 5 p.m. UK time. I will be posting the link also in the chat for you guys as well if anybody needs it. However, if you go on any of my social medias, the link is there, the Zoom link is there. It's free, but I'll be speaking about that later on as well. So you can email me If you want me to email you the link, for example, if you feel that's more easily accessible for you. This show can be heard on all podcast platforms: Amazon, Apple, Spotify, all the pretty much the podcast platforms. You can find the Lunar Lounge podcast. Most people actually listen to the recording. Not everybody's necessarily privileged or has the advantage. Many people may be at work or busy, doing their day-to-day stuff. So however, the show is growing. So I do encourage people, do tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friend, mother, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, niece, nephew, cousin, to tune into the Lunar Lounge every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. UK time. So always adjust your clocks and set your alarms. Why not? So what is the weather like where you are? You know me, I'm always asking about weather. I'm just looking through my a balcony door, and it's cloudy, but I am in the UK. I mean, hey, this is the kind of stuff which we expect, right? Also, I want to say happy new month. Today is April Fools, right? No, I can't run no jokes on you today, no April Fools. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of April Fools texts and memes flying around, and that kind of thing. It's crazy. But so shout outs. Happy. I also want to say shout outs to my niece Natasha. It's her birthday today. Yeah, she's born on April the 1st. What a day to be born, April the 1st, right? Okay, so shout outs to Natasha. Happy birthday to you. Don't worry, we'll be seeing you this weekend. I'm bringing down cake and all that kind of stuff. We're going to party. So it is what it is. What is the weather like where you are? Keep your comments coming. I will be looking at the astrology of the moment. We've also got a full moon. We're actually in a kind of full moon phase. It's actually early tomorrow morning for us in the UK, or for people who are a bit more further east woods. It's actually the 2nd of April. But for those of you in places like America, of course, Canada, America, and also especially on the East Coast, or even on the West, either way, that way, that direction. If you look at the map and you're looking, that way onwards, that you're going to be experiencing the full moon still on the 1st of April. So you know what it is, time zones, right? We've got to work with something. Shout out to Angela. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. We've got a few people here also jumped to. Okay, we've got a few people here on Instagram. Yanifa. Okay, Yanifa is in the building. Hiya. How are you doing? Mary is in the building. How are you doing? Welcome. We got what's that? Is that no? Cersei, Mark. Me, you know me. I'm dyslexic, man. Tal, how you doing? Shalom, how are you doing? How do I pronounce this? Is it Cersei? Shall I just say Cersei Marzuki? Cersei Marzuki, is that correct? Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If I'm not, please do forgive me. Tal, how are you doing once again? We've got Cap. Is it Cap with Natalie? Okay, Cap with Natalie. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Yanifa saying the weather is gloomy. Yes, it is. Doing well. Great to hear that. Yeah, it is a bit gloomy. We're in April. I mean, we've had the spring equinox now. Come on, it's supposed to be lightening up. It's real funny. It's like even like just a couple of weeks just before the spring equinox, there was a few days where it was really, really warm, and then it just switched and started to go cold again. It's like, yeah, it is what it is, man. Funny country, the UK, I tell you. It's the country where we get sometimes 4 weathers all in one day. What was it the other day? I went out. I was on the bike. It was a bit. It was sunny at first, and then it got cloudy and very windy. It's been quite windy of recent in the last week or two. Then hailstones, right? Not rain, hailstones started to come. Then it stopped and it started to be sun. Oh, we're like, what the heck is going on? Listen, man. Yvette's in the building. Shout out to Yvette. See it right there. 7442. I like it when you have your numbers. What is it with that? Angela, you've got numbers behind your thing as well. What's this? 1239. And Yvette, Caprine, 155. It sounded like prison numbers. What the heck is going on? See it right there. It says, good morning, Israel. It's 5:38 a.m. Fair weather in Montana. Welcome. 5:38 a.m. I appreciate your presence. It is. Yannifa saying it was sunny yesterday. Yeah. I'm going to emphasize on yesterday. It is what it is. Coco Brown is in the building. Another one with names at the end of it. Coco Brown, 555. Oh, God, there's 4 5s. Got to be a mathematician to host this show, What is it like? Anyhow, I'm going to be bringing up the chart of the moment. So we're going to be looking at the planets over the course of the next few weeks. Talking also about, I did a little piece. I was asked to do a little piece by PR press company, journalists, press, newspaper, whatever, on the Artemis II. I don't know. Some of you are probably looking like, what are you talking about, Israel? What the heck is Artemis II? Well, Artemis II is basically they're launching to the moon today. Yes. And I was asked to do the astrology about it. And I thought it was quite interesting that they're launching another probe mission to the moon. And it's called Artemis II on a full moon. Like, really? Anyhow, I did the chart of it. I thought we may have a look at that in a moment. So keep your questions coming, anything in regards to that. So I shall be with you. Cap with Natalie says, hey, it's just Natalie. CAP stands for Kundalini Activation Process. I like that. Is what I facilitate. Met you on Sunday. Right. I got you. You was at the, with Darren and the Psychedelic Society. I hear ya. Welcome to the show. Well, I do a podcast every week, 12:30. So yeah, thanks for joining. We've got Tedru. Tedru's also joined us also as well. You're in trouble, Tedru. You've been disqualified, but we'll talk about that later. God, what are you? Some people don't listen to this show. Huh? What's going on here? Huh? People just not listening to the show. Everybody's doing their own thing. Huh? Okay, competition time, that will be coming up later on. So what do we got here? Anything here? Coco Brown saying, yes, weather permitting. They're going today. Yes, they are going today. Weather permitting. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, you're talking about the Artemis II. Yeah, they're going today. It's the launch. It's interesting what you've got there, Yvette. The time which I have given, or the time which I've got the chart for, it's meant to be for 6:24. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Gotcha. No, you've got the correct time, Yvette. But you're talking for that will be what the time it is over here in the UK. That's the UK time that you've got there, Yvette. But for the local time where it's taking place in Florida, it's going to be at 6:24 for them. So 6:24 for them, it will be 11:24 for us in the UK. And again, if you're listening, adjust the clocks because that's where it's going to be. So that's UK time. So I did a piece of that. So we'll look at the chart of that. It looks quite good, actually. It looks quite good, and I think it's very fitting. So yeah, they got a good write-up about me. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they've probably got an astrologer on board. I don't think it's the case. Not NASA. But yeah, it just shows. I mean, I wrote even in the article about it. I did a blog on it. For people, guys, are any of you on Substack? Some of you may not have heard of it. Substack is a platform where you get to post blogs, and people can find you. You can write about your expertise. It's cool stuff. Yeah. Try and get it. Substack. You can get all kinds of things there. People post all about different kind of things, and comments. Yeah, Substack. It took me some time actually. A colleague of mine actually told me that. Listen, you need to get on Substack, man. It's an astrologer, and you write all these blogs and stuff like that, and you write for newspapers. Start getting on Substack. And I was like, oh, really? And then I went on there, and it's been moving a bit slow, but I thought, oh, and then I saw another one of my friends on there the other day, and I was like, oh, you're on there too. Maybe I should start, I should start posting. So anyway, I published that article on there about the Artemis II. So it's all up on there, and I put the chart there as well. So yeah, Substack is good. You can get some good blogging. It's for bloggers, right? And people may ask questions, and then you can answer them. And it's kind of like that kind of thing. I don't know if you call it a social media platform, but it's a blogging platform. Great for anybody who writes articles. So if you write articles or you write blogs or anything like that, yep, go to Substack. Yeah, there's quite a number of them, isn't there? So yeah, we've got Kylie. Kylie, how are you doing, Kylie? Kylie has joined us. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge podcast. I'll be bringing up the astrology chart, so we'll be looking at the astrology over the course of the next few weeks. Let's see what is happening here. And we've got a full moon. Did you plot your crystals? I did tell you last week and the week before. Get your crystals. Normally I've got a crystal here I can show you, but I can't. Yeah. After the show, I'm going to be digging it up. It is what it is. Angela says, thanks for the tip. Yeah, get on it, man. Especially for those of you who are more kind of academic, you like to write a blog, you like to post about something. It's good. So yeah, Angela saying, how did the supper club go? It went excellent. Excelente. Thank you for asking. And a few people who were there are actually here. So round of applause to the supper club, to the Psychedelic Society, Darren, Sister Rosanna. It was great to see all the great faces. Too many names to mention, but some of them are here. Listen. You know what I mean? Another round of applause. As a round of applause, because excellent work. Excellent work. It was absolutely brilliant. And a few people are here. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kylie. Yeah, exactly. Super Club was A1. It was indeed. It was great energy, wonderful people. It was just a great place to be. Sold out as well. Full. There wasn't even enough food. Not that I wanted it anymore, but the food was really nice, like vegan. Yeah. No, and it was like, normally when you hear about vegan dishes, you think, especially if you're coming from a more, meat eating background, you think, boring. But no, listen, man, there is something about vegan food. When prepared, it's delicious. It is delicious. I'm telling you, man, those mushrooms he used, I'm like, brother, you got to give me the recipe for the mushrooms, bro. But it was all nice. The quinoa, the coconut bread, everything. It was didn't get much of that coconut bread though. But hey, I'm gonna hit the brother up next time. I've been making my own coconut bread lately. I've been making my own almond bread, coconut bread. Trying to get away from all these carb stuff. I've dropped a few pounds. It's all right. I'm gonna continue with that. It's kind of you kind of like lean towards a bit of a keto diet, don't you? But you do need some carbs, but healthy ones. Sweet potatoes, that kind of thing. But you're trying to get away from the white flour, the white bread, the rice, the pasta. Trying to lean away from that. Maybe once a week or something. Maybe have a little bit of rice, but been baking a lot with coconut bread. You guys know me. Yeah, I'm your baker, baby. But baking with coconut bread. Almond, I've always used almond but more for when I'm doing cakes. But yeah, and then someone told me the other day, oh, almonds are not, it's like, you can't eat anything these days, can you? Apparently, almonds have got cyanide in it. Supposedly, there's meant to be original almonds, which are, green in color? I take it they probably look like pistachio nuts, maybe? Who knows? But the almond nuts, apparently the general ones that are, they're not, they've got cyanide in it. I'm like, cheers, thanks a lot. That spoiled my recipe, so I'll be sticking with coconut flour for now. It is what it is. Coco Brown is asking, is it only for bloggers? No, it's not only for bloggers. No, anybody can sign up. No, but a lot of bloggers are there. People who want to write material or want to be noticed and get their material discovered. It's a cool place, and again, as you know, people write about anything, so you can discover anything there. Substack, look it up. You can get the app also on your phone. They've got there's whether you're doing it on desktop, your laptop, it's very, very easily accessible, and you can sign up and you can have an account and you can post things, and it's quite good. It's quite, I suppose it kind of opens up a market if you've got a niche or you've got a speciality kind of thing. So yeah, it's quite good. I would highly recommend it. Shout out to Mary. Good morning to you, where you are. Bonjour. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Podcast. More and more people are joining. We got Shay66 in the building. Shay66. I like that. Welcome. Happy new month to the host with the most. Somebody's been watching my posts on social media. Yeah, that's me. I am the host with the most. I don't know. It's just a little slogan, isn't it? It kind of get me out there, make me stand out a little bit so people will know, oh, yeah, the host with the most. I'm going to be doing more of that. Let's see how that goes. Anywho, what is it time for? I believe it's time. Let's look at the chart. Oh, no, actually, before we go to the chart, I do want to look at some of the news. What's making the headlines? Well, the usual stuff, of course. The war is still going on, isn't it? Right? What is this? Weight loss jabs will be offered on the NHS for people with risk of further heart attacks. The thing is with these things are becoming very popular, right? And yeah, okay, I'd say maybe, well, a large number of people, if not majority of people, maybe, would like to lose a bit of weight. Yeah, cool. But I'm just this, and I get it. It's like the fast track. We want quick things these days, don't we? We want quick gratification, quick everything now. Nobody wants to wait for anything. Nobody's got any patience anymore. You see, this is so I'm questioning these weight loss jabs, which have become highly popular, especially in the last couple of years. I've noticed, especially in the last year, I've noticed it's like, take this jab and you lose weight. And I'm like, there's no way on planet Earth. There's no way on planet Earth. Shout out to Aries Rising. How are you doing? Good afternoon. I believe it's Jackie. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. We've also got Mairead, who's also joined us as well. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Great to have you here. So back to what I was saying. There is no way on planet Earth, and there's no doctor on this planet that can convince me. I didn't go to medical school. I haven't got a degree into that, but there's no way on planet Earth that you're going to convince me that this thing doesn't have a side effect. I betcha. I would take a bet which involved a bullet to my head that those injections have some side effects. There's got to be able to just, inject yourself and lose weight in a matter of months, a couple of months. I've known people who are taking this thing, and it's like trip. We're like the unrecognizable. It's like, whoa, what diet were you on? Shout out to Tiffany, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. Coco Brown saying those things normally have side effects. Coco Brown, I say that not normally. They all have they've all got side effects, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Now, maybe you can convince me. Well, you can't even convince me anyway. But let's see what happens in the next 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years. Yeah? And it's like, oh, no, no, no. It was a bit like, I remember in the 90s. Was it the 90s or 80s? 80s, 90s, something round about that. Remember Baywatch? Any of you guys remember Baywatch with Pamela Anderson? Yeah. Normally you women probably wouldn't have bothered, but you men were probably watching. Well, some of you women were watching it as well. Maybe you liked what's his name? Or what's the gentleman's name who was in Baywatch? Who was the guy again? I keep forgetting his name. God, oh, somebody will remind me. I'm sure maybe some of you women were really infatuated by him also as well. So it went both ways. But the point I wanted to make out was there was, because of Pamela Anderson and her boobs and stuff like that, it kind of took off where it made women wanted to go and get implants, and then there was this big rush of getting implants in the late 80s, early 90s. It was like the big thing, and every woman just wanted to have big boobs and stuff like that. And then what started to happen? Then it came out after about like 5, 10 years that a large amount of women who got them done had to go back again, because there was problems, they were leaking and all this kind of stuff, and some women have been damaged through that, you see. So it's like these things, man, especially when they're just new on the market. I don't know why people think that it's a great idea to just go there and want to be the first to get it. You know what I mean? Like, give it some time. Don't rush, take your time. Let's see what the effects are, and trust me, with something like that there will be effects. But yeah, and I'm questioning here, because it says here weight loss jabs will be offered on the NHS for people at risk with further heart attacks. So my question is that, is it worth it? Is the side effects better or worse than the risk of heart disease or heart attack? I don't know. It's a question, but it's becoming very popular. It's becoming very popular. Tiffany's saying those injections are good for diabetics and also pre-diabetics and people who insulin resistance, and are safe and effective. However, many folks are abusing them and don't have those conditions. Okay, I take that on board. I hear you. That people, that's the nature of human beings, aren't there? People will always abuse things. But even with people with diabetics and thing, I mean, this again, I don't want to sort of like turn the show into a what, but there are other alternatives, much more healthier. Either way, it is what it is. Coco Brown saying, so that's what started the implant craze. Yes, Coco Brown. Yeah, David, that's it. Was it David Hasselhoff? Is it? Am I correct in saying that? Something like that. That's it, Angela. You got it. Tiffany saying crack. That's the diet. Yeah, crack's the diet. Yeah. You never see an overweight crackhead, do you? They're always slim, skinny, flighty. You can run about 1,000 miles an hour. Bless them. It's not something I would wish on anybody. It's not an easy place to be. But yeah, Coco Brown, that is what started the crazy implants. It was the Pamela Anderson. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was ones even before that as well, page 3 model girls and all that kind of stuff. But the Pamela Anderson really was the one that really started to really push the implants craze. Just as the Kim Kardashian started the butts, the BBLs and all that kind of stuff. It was like the Kim Kardashian that were. I mean, people were doing it before, but not as. It wasn't so much. It was the likes of Kim Kardashian that started that. So yeah, but that's that. What else is in the news? Divorced couples in Japan can now share custody of their children. Really? What? They weren't allowed to share custody of the children before? What? Only went to the woman? or the man, or how was it? Interesting, that one. You gotta be prepared for this one, guys. Trump says US will leave Iran whether we have a deal or not. US President Donald Trump says the US will leave Iran when they are certain the regime cannot build a nuclear weapon for years. So hold on. So you're leaving. God, yeah. All right. What about the damage? You can't just go in and bomb people halfway and then just leave. Surely. US journalist kidnapped in Baghdad. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? Listen to this, guys. British billionaire, I rephrase, billionaire, to donate 190 million to Cambridge University. Billionaire hedge fund owner Chris Rokos is to donate 100 million to the University of Cambridge, the largest single donation made to a British university in modern times. Yeah, I bet. 190 million. Couldn't you have given 188 million and just said, Israel, here you go, have a bit of pocket money? Ah, God. Chris Rokos, you forgot me. Well, it is a hedge fund owner, so it's how they shift money around, isn't it? All about funds, hedge funds, trust funds. This is what you got to have, right? What else is been happening here? What else has been in the news? Anything else? Yeah, I think that's more UK troops to be sent to Middle East. Defense Secretary announces. Really? What for? Is there another war? Am I missing something here? God, what's the... You guys don't want to give up on this, do you? King Charles and Queen Camilla to visit the US for state visits with President Trump. What for? Leave him alone. He's busy. He's fighting a war. What the heck is Camilla and King Charles doing over there, wanting to visit Trump? Why? Why? It's a waste of fuel. Fuel money, fuel time. You know what's going to happen when you go and see him. And you know what he's going to tell you.
Greatest president that God ever created.
Exactly. That's what he's going to tell you. You know.
I got to get rid of them. I got to win against them. That's
what he's going to tell you. So why are you going over there? It is what it is. Now, check this one out, guys. Wrong sperm given to UK families by an IVF clinic in northern Cyprus. Well, I'll be damned. Wrong sperm given to UK families, plural. More than one. Could you imagine? How do you fix that? You know, couples have been trying for babies or whatever. They try the IVF route, and then you go and give them the wrong. You've mixed the wrong sperm with whatever the egg or the you implant the wrong embryo. I mean, God. I mean, how do you what kind of compensation do you give? Because there's no amount of compensation that you can give. It's crazy. What else is there? Was there anything else? Yeah, I think that's about it. We pretty much know everything else which is going on. I think we're going to go to the astrology. Let's look at what the planets are saying. Mason, how you doing? All the way from New York. Oh, look who we've got in the building. Pretty. How are you doing, Pretty? Welcome to the show. Hope all is well. Teju, she says, I think in the long run, it will shut down their insulin production and they might end up being diabetic. Yes, exactly. That's in regards to the these weight loss jabs, which is gone on the craze at the moment that everybody seems to be taking. Yeah, totally agree. One needs to be mindful about that. Hey, look who's in the building. Dinah, as I mentioned, your mom. Don't know if I should say that on there, but as I mentioned, Pretty's name, you came in. Miss Ibrahim, how are you doing? Yasmin, how are you doing? It's been a while. What brings you here to the Lunar Lounge podcast? Welcome. Well, I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. Let me share my screen. Coco Brown says, that's an awful side effect. It is an awful side effect. People, be mindful about these quick, fast, quick results. This is the world which we're living in. We want things quick, fast, quick, now. This is why you're getting all these youngsters. They're, by the time they're 25, they want to be millionaires. It's like, please, Tiffany saying they sell them on TikTok. Yeah, I know. I've seen them. They sell them everywhere. I've seen adverts for them everywhere. It's really something else. One needs to be very mindful about these things. And there's a lot of illegal ones also as well. So, if you know anybody who may be tempted to, tell them to be careful, man. At least if you are going to want to take it, at least try and get it from a reputable place, somewhere that, someone you can sue. Online TikTok where they're just going to sell it and then pack up their store. It's a pop-up store. They're just there to make quick money and go. That's all what it's all about. Quick bucks. Yeah, one needs to be careful. Okay, let's go to the astrology. Let me share my screen and voila, what do we have? The moon is in Libra, people. We got a Libra moon. Let me take a sip of water. Moon in Libra, all about the balance. And as you can clearly see, we are in the full moon phase. What else is happening, however? Well, I have spoken about this. I do like the Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus, people, come on, you can't get better than that. This has got to be something good, isn't it? This is where I say we should be getting a bit more peace talks, and she's visible in the evening. Yes, people, we can see Venus in the evening just after sunset. Look towards the west where the sun is setting, and you will see beautiful Venus in the sky, especially if you're high up. Maybe if you're in one of those tall buildings in Dubai. Get it? Hint, hint. You'll be able to see something there. So, watch out for that. Venus in Taurus is really looking good. Full moon. Yeah, full moon phase. Venus in Taurus is beautiful. It is, Coco Brown. One of the best places for Venus. So, what else is happening? However, she is square Pluto. So, things are a little bit intense. Romantically, love-wise, things could get intense also as well. But it's a time to be resourceful, people. I spoke about that last week, and I think the week before. It's about being resourceful. Venus, Pluto is about digging deep, being resourceful, transforming your values needing to be transformed, transforming your love. Venus, Pluto. Remember Eddie Murphy? I'm going deep undercover. Remember Beverly Hills in part 2 when he said that? Yeah, that's Venus, Pluto. You're going deep undercover, man. That's what it's all about. Now, Venus is connected also with money. Now, over the course of, we're already seeing it. It's a no-brainer. But we may see some extremes because Pluto has a tendency to take things to the extreme. So we may see really powerful, extreme, crazy price changes in the next 2-3 days. Because as Venus is perfecting that square to Pluto, it's like, So yeah, watch this space for sure. What else is happening? I'm going to be showing the launch. Artemis II is launching another mission to the moon. I'll show that just before we finish. I just thought just before we finish on this chart, let's look at where the current planets are right now. Let's see what's happening. What else is happening? Hey, people, we've got Mercury trining Jupiter. I spoke about that last week. Are there any traders here in the building? Can you tell us what is happening with the stock markets? It's a great time. Coco Brown is telling me I'd pass on Dubai for now. Why? What's wrong with Dubai? Don't fall for all that nonsense, you know. We got people on the ground in Dubai, don't we? I shan't name any names, but we got people on the ground in Dubai. Dubai's fine. Matter of fact, I'm looking for the next plane going out there myself. Dubai is okay. Don't worry about Dubai. We got N3C144 in the building. How you doing? I know who you are. I know you're going to tell me your name because you told me the last week. But it's just interesting how they just come in. N3C144. You know, it's these numbers that get me. Like Dinah, you've got number as well at the end of you. You've got DD87. Do you have to have numbers? Is it like part of the setting up of the? No, I don't know. Yeah, Dubai's all right. Coco Brown saying the launch chart will be interesting. Yeah, we're going to have a look at that. Dubai's cool. Dubai's all right. I know what's going on. They're living life. Not everybody, but they're living life as they normally do. Great place to be. Yeah, make no mistake about it. So let's get back to this chart. Yes, Mercury, Jupiter, really good. Mercury, Jupiter, great for trade, great for travel. Anything connected with travel right about now. Anything to do with literacy, learning, reading, studying. I've been doing a lot of that in the last couple of days. I mean, I'm always doing that, but I'm doing it more so, just you know, reading more and listening more stuff, information. Great for information. It's going to be a surge of information out there right now. So it's, you know, really great for that. But I mean, it could be information overload actually, because Jupiter could just, you know, and there's a reception there as well. So that's a really good aspect that's going on right now. And I feel it's really good also for the trade world. I think a lot of things can, I mean, although, okay, fair enough. Again, that could also be significant of the prices rising. But if you're investing in the right place, money. I mean, could you imagine if you had a bit of money invested in oil or petrol or whatever, gas, call it what you want, and how the prices have gone up? You'd be making a killing. You'd be making a killing. Crazy. But watch this space. Mercury trine Jupiter can be extremely beneficial. It's going to be exact today, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, second, literally on the full moon. Yeah, it's going to be exact. So that's really good. What else are we having? We're getting Mars coming to sextile Uranus. Now, it's more of a mild aspect. That's going to start to happen from about, what, let's say the 3rd, 4th of April. We're going to be having a sextile from Mars-Uranus. Now, we all know what happened when Mars squared Uranus on the 28th of February. Yeah, the day Mr. Donald Trump decided to go in and cause a bit of havoc. So, what are we going to get here? We should, technically speaking, we should be getting a winding down. Another reason why I feel things should be, doesn't mean that they are, should be coming to a halt. The thing is with these wars sometimes is, I feel sometimes certain leaders want to back down, but they don't want to lose face. So they want to show that they're right, and so I feel that's partially. I think it's a large part of what's happening also in Russia with Putin. I think really he didn't expect the war to be that long. He thought he was going to invade. He thought he was going to take over Ukraine. What was the capital there? He thought he was going to take over and get it, over and done with within, I don't know, weeks probably. He thought he was going to get that. And look at it. How long has it been going on now? 3 years? 3 years and counting. Yeah. You got to give it to Zelensky, though. He's giving him a run for his money. Anyhow, I think it's just come to that stage now where it's like Putin might be looking like, well, I wasn't embarking on spending this much amount of money, and I thought I would have this place already. Now I still got to be sending reinforcements and but don't want to lose face, because if he backs down now, they're going to say, see. You see, as a leader, you cannot, or as a leader of a country, president, prime minister, you cannot show signs of weakness. And once you're in a fight, you got to fight it to the death. So we're starting to get that. Also, on the 4th of April, in 2 days' time, we're going to have the exact square of Venus-Pluto. So that intensity. So again, watch how the money is being spent. Watch the prices, because we're going to get some large extremes here. And of course, watch your relationships, nature of your relationships. Yeah, but get deep. I like a Venus-Pluto. I do. It's it's very therapeutic. That is the word. People, we've got to get therapeutic about our love lives, about love in general, how we love. And when I talk about love, talking about how you love yourself first, because it's all about self-love, essentially. If you show yourself self-love, other people will love you. Yeah. That's how it works. So yeah. Coco Brown says, my friend can hear the drones and things going over his apartment. Were in Dubai. Yeah, well, yeah, they did. Not anymore. Maybe on the first night. Coco Brown, I'm always interested in trading advice. Yeah, that's a good one. That Mercury Jupiter is always a good one. I'm going to start an astrological trading club. Yep, you heard me right. I'm going to be starting an astrological trading club. You got to pay to be a part of it, though. Yeah. I ain't letting you get that money for like that for nothing. But yeah, I'm going to be showing people how to use the astrology to trade, when to trade, what to trade in, what's the best things to trade, all of that stuff. And also in regards to your own birth chart as well. So look at it from both ways. Coco Brown saying they fight for face while the civilians suffer. Yeah, they do. They can't show, because if they show a sign of weakness, that's it. It's just going to encourage the other side to do what they're doing, to, well, whatever, invade, attack more, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that is true. Anywho, let's get back to this chart. What else is there? So Venus squares Pluto exact in the next couple of days. Mars comes to sextile Uranus. What else are we having here? Mars gets closer to sextiling Uranus. The sextile with Uranus becomes exact on the 8th and 9th of April. 8th and 9th of April is where we're going to get the exact sextile Mars-Uranus. again, we're likely going to see something very sudden, something very erratic, something unpredictable in regards to the war. I'm not saying it's going to be something bad. It shouldn't be, but we're going to see a quick change. Yeah. But technically it should be something positive, and it should be something which is maybe rooted in some kind of de-escalation. Yeah. And that's what we want, don't we? Especially with Venus in Taurus. Of course, we want things to be de-escalated. How can we not? And then on the, is it going to be on the 8th or on the 9th? Let me just double check that. I think it might be on the 9th. Yeah, on the 9th. So on the 9th of April, the planet Mars moves into Aries, into his own sign. Now, that is something that I've been questioning, because Mars in Aries is fiery. So is it going to start blazing up again? Do we get a bit of a decline and then we get a blaze up again? It's likely going to get heated, that's for sure. Look at all these planets in Aries, all ganging up. I won't put Chiron in there, but Chiron's in there as well. So, and then we're going to have a new moon. Oh God, I tell you, you couldn't plan this if you tried. Anyhow, you couldn't make it up if you tried. Either way, Mars enters Aries, but as he enters Aries, he's going to be conjunct Neptune. So that's why definitely around this time, Neptune's going to take that he's going to disarm him. Yeah, he's going to take the sword off Mars. So again, things disintegrate, things scatter, things are. So this is what we're getting with that. If we do get any war attacks, they're going to be very, very sneaky ones. Mars, Neptune. Yeah, Neptune's going to make it a bit foggy, unclear. Don't quite know what happened. Yeah. So those are the kind of manifestations that we'll find. But that should de-escalate things. So Mars goes into Aries, conjuncts. And this can actually be good. Mars, Neptune can really be good for catering for other people, for being compassionate towards other people. Yeah. A lot of charity work. Perhaps maybe helping out civilians who've been going through a hard time, especially or may have suffered due to the war. Yeah, these are the kind of things, again, that we can be looking forward to with this Mars-Neptune conjunction. Then what else do we have? We're going to have the sun. The sun's, when are you? So the sun's squaring Jupiter on the 5th, on the 6th of April. That's going to be Monday, isn't it? Easter Monday. I suppose it's appropriate for Easter Monday. It's a good celebration. Shout out to people also of the Jewish faith. You're celebrating Pesach. That starts today. Sun, Jupiter. Okay, room for expansion, room for growth. Something abundant is going to be happening there and thereabouts on Monday. So watch out for that. Let's go back to, okay, then Mars moves into Aries, conjuncts Neptune. He's going to be exactly conjunct Neptune on the 12th of April. So things should be really soft and gentle and diffused around about this time. And even when Mars passes, he's then going to go into Saturn. So Saturn's definitely going to stop him in his tracks, isn't he? Must do. However, there's a bit of dichotomy there because there's another reception because Saturn's in Aries, which belongs to Mars. This is going to be a real interesting time. That week of the 13th of April, 14th of April, we're going to be getting... Now, hold on. Just before we go there, something else I wanted to point out. On the 13th, we could say on the 12th. On the 12th, 13th of April, we're going to have Venus sextiling Jupiter. That is absolutely brilliant, people. That is magnificent, magnifico. Party time again. Things in abundance, money, enjoyment, pleasures. So we're going to be getting a pick-me-up energy during this time. So that's one to watch out for. So that will be on the 12th, 13th of April is where we're finding that. Then what happens? I'll tell you what does happen. On the 16th, 17th. Oh, hold on a minute. Let's double check this. Yeah, so it's going to be on the 17th, isn't it? On the 17th of April, we're going to have a new moon. We're going to have a new moon in Aries. Now, we're going to have Neptune, and then Mercury would have moved in, right? When's Mercury moving in? Mercury moves in on the 15th. On the 15th of April, Mercury is going to move into Aries. So now we're getting a huge, and then the day after, then the moon is going to move into Aries. And then on the 17th, we're going to have a new moon in Aries. Check out that for a new moon. People, are you raring to go? Because this is going to be the beginning where everything's going and catapulting forward. No planets are retrograde. Everything's moving direct. And we're going to have Neptune, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Sun, Moon, Chiron in Aries. People, mark this date down. Start marking it down. From the 15th, 6th, more so 15th is really going to be thing. 15th of April, 16th of April, 17th of April. Woo! We're going to have some energy, people. We're going to have some energy. And I'm hoping that this, because Mars is going to be conjunct with Saturn. Hopefully Saturn can sort of like tame that Mars energy. Because if not, things could flare up around this time. However, this is a great energy for if you want to start something new, you want to initiate something new, you're starting a new project, you're starting a new enterprise. This is where you want to be focusing your energy, people, around mid-April. I cannot wait for this energy. Now, this energy can be used in a positive way. It can be used in a negative way. On the negative way, it can bring conflicts. It can bring, fights and, squabbles and, war. However, this can also be used for initiating something new, creating something new, getting something so that it works to your advantage, get the ball rolling. It's really, really good. I'm liking it. Tiffany says, my baby is so fussy this morning. The full moon conjuncts her south node in her first house. Exactly. I'm taking her to the dermatologist today for a, what's that? What the hell? Oh, rash. Oh, let me just put rash. Treatment before it spreads. Oh, I see. We wish her well. We're sending lots of healing energy. Coco Brown says, gosh, all those planets in Aries. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Very initiating, very potent. We could do with a bit of potency. So, and remember last week I've been saying, because Mars has been in Pisces, there's been this kind of energy, this kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. No, here it's going forward. It's go, go, go here. Energy is going to pick up. It's going to be speedy. It's going to be fast. It's going to be aggressive. It's going to be impulsive. That's the energy that we're going to be witnessing on the 17th of April. Watch out for this, guys. So 16th, 17th, 8th, even 18th, even though the moon would have moved out. Watch out for those days. It's going to be like quite heated. Quite heated. What else are we getting? Do we get anything else? I think I'm going to leave it there. I'll leave it there on the new moon for this one. Quite like that one. We'll talk more about the chart maybe next week, and for the rest of the month, what we could be encountering. However, I do want to talk about the Artemis launch. Let me bring up the chart for Artemis, for the launch taking place today. Voila, look at that for a chart. Artemis II launch mission. It's going to be taking place today at 6:24 in Florida. You know, right just before the exact full moon. Look at that. Right just before it, literally just 2 degrees. But we might as well just call this a full moon. Look at that. I love it. I do like the fact that we've got Virgo rising. I spoke about that because Virgo, of course, with all these missions, you know, into space and stuff, there has to be a Virgo kind of energy to it. I'm sure people who work on these missions, many of them will have planets in Virgo, because you've got to be perfectionist, analytical, you know, on point, you know, organized, you know, those are the kind of things. So it's quite interesting that we you know, we have this Virgo rising. I think that really speaks to, you know, and it speaks to a precision, a perfection. You understand? I did say though, however, because the ruler, Mercury, who, you know, is in Pisces at the moment, it could make it a little bit wishy-washy. So don't be surprised if this mission doesn't actually take off at exactly 6:24. There could be an element of confusion, but where there is a saving grace, which I spoke about, which I really like, is the fact that Mercury is trining Jupiter, and Jupiter makes things bigger. Jupiter expands things, right? So I thought that was quite interesting. We've got something about expansion here. We've got Jupiter is exalted at the moment, plus he's in the 11th house. You know, he's in his favorite house. He's in his house of joy. It's absolutely brilliant. I really like that. I'm loving that Venus as well. She's in rulership, but she's in the 9th house. And when we think of like launches, 9th house are strongly connected to it because it's a long distance journey. It's a journey out of space. It's another world. It's a 9th house thing. So to have the ruler Venus of the 9th house there in the 9th house is absolutely, and look at Uranus there also as well. Really supported it. Planet, which is highly favorable and linked with things like technology, innovation, things like futuristic space or anything, technology, AI, all that kind of stuff, which is what all this is essentially using. So Uranus there being in the 9th house as well is really quite something too. I don't know what quite to make of the Sun, Saturn in the 8th house though. There seems to be something hidden about this Artemis launch mission, which I feel they need to be a little bit mindful of. Maybe something goes beneath the radar, something is not noticed, or yeah, I think that's something that needs to be looked at. But I don't think it would, you know, damage the mission in any way. It shouldn't damage the mission. There could just be some little confusions because of Mercury being in Pisces. But again, I think it will, even though there could be some complications or some confusion, it's going to be okay because of the trine to Jupiter. Jupiter is definitely going to, it's an exact, near enough an exact trine. So it's magnificent. I'm really, really loving that. And Mars not being too far from there as well can also indicate that you know, that great potential of the fire, the initiation, the wanting to go. So cool stuff. And I do like the fact that it's a full moon. The moon's there in the 2nd house. Of course, things like this cost money. But what I will say, I feel that this mission may cost them more money that they've planned for or they've anticipated. And that could also be speaking to that Sun Saturn in the 8th house. It could be something that, oh, right, oh God, we're spending a lot more money on this mission, much more we anticipated. We were only going to spend like 2 billion, but now we've gone into the realm of spending 4 billion, something like that. NASA, pay your bills. But it does look good. I do like the chart of the mission. It should go well if they go around this time. But be careful, guys. Don't get too sloppy with that Mercury in Pisces. So that's the chart for the Artemis mission. Faye said 70 billion. Yeah, that's more about it. 70 billion. That's the cost. Are you for real? $70 billion. Jeez, what the heck is going on, man? 70 billion. I don't know. When I hear big figures like this, some just tells me that somebody's walking around with some extra cash in their pocket. You know what I mean? You know, somebody's, you know, putting for an extra, I don't know, an extra wing, an extra component to go on the rocket, and didn't quite deliver it. Or it was half the price, something along that line. Angela said, how many people could have been housed and fed with this money? Yeah, well, you say that, but the thing is that money has been allocated. It is for that project. Money for housing or for feeding, that's allocated also as well. But you can't think of it like, oh, you know, because if that's the case, you listen. If you said to thing, all the world's money will be spent on housing people and feeding them. Yeah, and you wouldn't get nothing done. So that has got to be, you know, that you have to remember that people working there, that's their job as well. They're working for the thing, and they get X amounts of funding, and you know, whether government backing or private backing as well, and sponsorship too. They get X amount of that. So yeah, I mean, you can't have a go at them for spending that money. If that's what it costs, that's what it costs. It does sound a lot though. 70 billion. 70. I hope it's well worth it. I hope it's well worth it. Yeah, well, that is the chart for the thing. Who else we got here? Carmel. Yeah. Carmel Solo Designs. Carmel for Solo Designs. Okay. Carmel for Solo Designs has joined. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. I spent about 10 minutes just trying to pronounce names. But that is the chart for the Artemis II. Launching today, people, at 6:24 EDT time zone, Florida time. So yeah. I don't know. Is it going to be shown? I wonder if it's going to be shown live. Sure, it can be shown live. Will it be on YouTube or something? Look that up, people. Maybe you might want to watch the launch tonight. Why not? Why not? Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Let's finish with that. And what are we now going on? We're going on to competition time. Sorry, people. We are going on to competition time. So what happens, people? Okay, let's put the email up as well so people can see it. I ask a question, and the first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday at midnight UK time, please adjust your clocks. The next person who inboxes me at midnight UK time gets to be the proud, I say proud owner. It's not owner, you're a winner. You get to be the proud winner of £30. That's the way how it goes. So so I asked a question last week, and the question was, what was the 3 fortunate degrees in the sign of Virgo? Right? That's what I asked last week. Yeah. And I'm just, hold on a minute. I'm just, if you wonder what I'm looking down there, I'm just trying to bring up the people who tried to answer, you know, the question. Bear with me a moment. As I'm fiddling about here. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Let me get the thing up. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Right. So yeah. So I asked a question, and it's the first person who inboxed me the following week. That's the email right there on the you know, on the screen if you want to participate this week. Like I said, I asked last week. The question was, what was the 3 degrees, fortunate degrees in Virgo? Every zodiac sign has a certain amount of degree, specific degree. It could be 2 degrees, it could be 10 degrees, it could be 15 degrees of a sign. Every zodiac sign has their own specific degrees where it's fortunate, and they also have where it's not so fortunate. Works both ways. So I asked last week, the 3 degrees in the sign of Virgo, which are bring increase in fortune, and they are great. So it's quite interesting. Only 3 people participated, and one of them is being disqualified. Are you here, Teju? Are you listening to the rules? The rules are, when I ask the question, you don't answer straight away. Who's this? Funky Fresh Lyrics has says, yes, the launch will be on NASA's YouTube channel. Coverage starting from 12:50 EDT. Oh, wow. Okay. Launch off is 6. Yeah, I've mentioned that as I did an article about it, which you can find on Substack. You can go and look at it and go and read what I said about it. If you're not members of Substack, go check out Substack. It's a place like for bloggers. You can, you know. But I also presented this article also to a newspaper because they wanted me to write about it, to which I have delivered a few days ago. So yeah, it's all there. But yeah, thanks a lot for letting us know about that one. Funky Fresh Lyrics, like that name. So yeah. So yeah, Yvette's also confirming that yes, it will be on their site. You can watch it. So yeah, that should be cool. It should be quite entertaining. So back again, competition time. I ask a question. The first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, midnight UK time. So please adjust your clocks for wherever you are. For those of you, for people in like America, Canada, those kind of places, well, if you're on the East Coast, I believe at the moment it's 5 hours difference or something like that. So for you guys, it's a little bit more easier because insofar as that, it's earlier in the day. So it might be like around 7 o'clock for you guys, you know, depending whether it's 5 hours or 6 hours. But do adjust your clocks, do find out. But it's got to be on the button because people are answering the button. People obviously who are using UK time, whether you're in the UK or not, but you might be using UK time, you've got to be on that midnight button, like bang, bring it in, quicker as possible. And you get to, you know. But Teju, you came in too quick, so we can't allow it, man. We can't allow it, man. But aside from that, if I just read out, you know. So obviously Tosin came in first, but that's it. Tosin, Teju came in first, but so and you came in with 2 answers. Bloody hell! Well, pick one, mate. First, you said 4 degrees, 6 degrees, and 18 degrees of Virgo. Then you changed it, and then you said 6 degrees 18 degrees, 29 degrees of Virgo. Surah, you came in. You said 5 degrees, 10 degrees, and 15 degrees. What book have you been reading? And Catherine says, this is a wild guess. She says 3 degrees, 12 degrees, and 19 degrees. Okay. You're all wrong. Yeah, you're all wrong. Every single one of you. Whoever came in first, whoever came in last, all of you are incorrect. The 3 degrees in the sign of Virgo, which increase fortune or are considered fortunate, is the 3rd degree, the 14th degree, and the 20th degree. 3 degrees of Virgo, 14 degrees of Virgo, 20 degrees of Virgo are fortunate degrees. For the sign of Virgo, that is, not for all zodiac signs. All zodiac signs have their different ones. So yeah, that was the question for last week. So we don't have a winner. Ain't nobody picking up that 30 Skrilla. But I am going to pose another question for this week. Are you listening? For those of you listening to the recording, because most people actually listen to the recording. Only a few of you have the privilege of listening to me live. So the email address is thelunarloungepodcast@gmail.com. thelunarloungepodcast@gmail.com. For those of you who are watching me on YouTube or you're watching me live right now, you can see right there below my face, that is the email, thelunarloungepodcast@gmail.com. So this week's question is, please pay attention, people. I need you to name me the 2 best zodiac signs, there's only 2, where the part of fortune likes to be in. The strongest, the best 2 zodiac signs that the part of fortune likes to be in. I might even chuck in, you may have to ask why also as well. Why does it prefer those 2 zodiac signs? 2 zodiac signs. There's 2 zodiac signs where the part of fortune does exceptionally well. It's the best place for somebody who has the part of fortune there. Let me know. The 2 zodiac signs where the part of fortune, also known as the lot of fortune, the 2 zodiac signs where it does best, where it's best preferred, where it's the strongest, let's say, strongest placement, the part of fortune. First person who inboxes me next week Wednesday at midnight UK time, cannot be a second a minute before, gets to be the proud winner of £30. Let's go, people. So yeah, Tedru says they probably don't know the rules. Kindly pardon the manners. I like that one. That's a good one. I remember that one. That's a nice one. Those are the rules, people. I ask a question, you inbox with me. The reason why I do that and I don't do it live on air is because it's just going to be people who are tuned in live that get a chance to win it. I want the most people listen to the recording, so it gives the people who watch the recording afterwards, it gives them a chance, you know, so they can listen to it. So a lot of people will be listening to it later on today, tomorrow, or whenever, and they get to. So that's why that rules is. It makes a level playing field, because otherwise it's just going to be people that are here now that will win it, and that will be it. So that would be rather unfair. So yeah, so that's the competition time. What are the 2 zodiac signs where the part of fortune is strongest and prefers to be, and why? So that's that. What else? Okay, quick announcement, people. This Saturday, 5 p.m. UK time, I'm going to be giving a free introduction talk on geomancy. I'm going to be starting a course on geomancy in the next couple of weeks. All will be discussed. So do come along. For those of you who come along as well, you'll be entitled to take advantage of the discount, which I'll be giving as well for the course. That's if you want to sign up to the course. But I'm going to be talking about geomancy, its origins, its history, and I'm going to post it. I'm gonna post it right now. Let me see if I can post the whole thing. Actually, I might be able to. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna copy this and post it in the chat. So whether I'll post it if you're on Instagram or I'll post it there. So and the link's gonna be there as well. So I'm posting it in the chat right now. Voila. It may come up in 2 batches because it's quite big, but you can copy it. If not, the email is there where you can email me, and I will send you the link that way as well. So let me put that there also as well in the chat. Did it go? Yeah. I put it there again in the chat on the Instagram. I can't see all of it. Maybe it's not showing all of it. Do let me know if you can see everything there. But it's going to be this Saturday at 5 p.m. UK time. I'll be giving a talk, free introduction. Bring your questions. I'll be clearing up any kind of misconceptions or whatever about geomancy, what it entails. It's a wonderful, wonderful divination. It's something I don't get to practice as much as, I would like. I don't know. I think, astrology just trumps it in some kind of ways in terms of being able to practice it. But geomancy is absolutely fascinating. It's fascinating how it just shed lights on your questions and how you use it for. You've got to come this Saturday. I just may do a bit of a live demonstration also as well. So that would be cool as well. So come along this Saturday. It's absolutely free. Bring your questions. I'll be clearing up any kind of misconceptions and thing about it. I'll be looking at the history of it and the practical uses and the power of it and how it's used, and also the different types of because the different kind of forms of geomancy. So you want to come along, and so that's the link there. Don't know if you got that there in the chat. Maybe I should just try and post the link itself. Let me try and do that. Let me try and just post the link. Maybe that may be. Shout out to Trisha. Welcome to the show. So that's just the link. That's the link right there that I've just posted there in the chat. So you can, and I'll post that again on Instagram, so you guys can copy that, but you can always email me. That's for a free introduction to geomancy this week. I've got tarot card classes. They're going to be starting very soon. Hopefully, maybe a bit more towards the end of this month. I should be starting that. There's also going to be a free session of that, free introduction to the tarot. So do watch out for that. And as you all know, the astrology course is alive and well, kicking. Sacred Planets Academy is the only academy that has not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but it's going to shortly have 5 live classes every week to which you can attend. So a new one is going to be starting, or should be starting, in May. 5 live classes. You can learn astrology. Or listen to you. I'm telling you, man. Hit me up on the email if you are interested, and I'll send you the information. And also, there's still a bit of a discount going on. So yeah, you can grab that, and I'll send that to you as well with the discount code. So and also as well with the astrology, because sometimes, because it's remember, all my courses, when you sign up, you get lifetime access, right? Those of you who are my students who are there, they'll testify. They're here. Trust me. You have your own student portal. You can log in and out anytime. All the class recordings are there. Reading material is there. There's puzzles, quizzes there, everything, and you can just learn at any time. And you get the link sent to you all, every time there's class. So you get to attend live. I show you in real time how it's working, how to work with the principles, how to understand the principles, and how to be able to apply it to your natal child, to any birth child. See what's going on in your life, understand your life better, and understand other people better also as well. So because it's a bit much, there is installments options. However, with installment options, you don't get the discount, unfortunately. So that's the, you don't get, there's 3 payment so you can pay in full, and that gives you with the discount. You can pay via installments, so you can pay like monthly for a certain amount of months. And now I'm also introducing a monthly fee, right? So where you can pay monthly. So if you're, if you feel like, okay, that's a bit too much, for those of you, there's going to be a monthly option also as well, so you can pay monthly. So so hit me up. It's a very in-depth course. You learn all the principles from the beginning to how to make healthy predictions and forecasting in terms of what's going on in your life, when things are going to happen, why they're going to happen, what manner they're going to happen, all of that and more. So be sure to get signed up. New class is going to be starting again in May. So come on board, baby. Only at the Sacred Planets, that's where it happens. Email me at sacredplanets@gmail.com for any further information, and I will be sure to send that over to you. Yes, that is the announcements. Now we are at that time. It's Tarot Card of the Week. Bringing the show to an end, to a close, of course, as we always do. Let's have a look. Just going to shuffle the cards here. For those of you who are my members, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, should be having Tarot Card of your month, as I sent it out this morning. Okay, quite be busy. I've been up since 5. Yeah, could you imagine? No rest for the wicked, Okay, so I'm shuffling the cards here. Let's see what the Tarot Card of the Week is bringing up. Just want to check if anybody's okay, cool. Let's see what the Tarot Card of the Week essentially is about. What are we working with here, man? Okay, I'm just going to split at the bottom here, and what have we got? We got the moon. Well, that's interesting. We've got the moon because it's a full moon tonight, tomorrow. That's interesting. What's coming up here? Our unconscious. We've got to focus on our unconscious. Also, this card is also about, it's about the shadow. It's about the hidden aspects of who we are, that we've got to work on, that we've got to face, that we've got to focus on over the course of the next week. Could be rather sensitive, rather emotional. A lot of our fears are going to be brought up. A lot of our insecurities are going to be brought up. This is what the moon card essentially is about. We're going to be tapping into a lot of instinctual stuff, our subconscious, intuitive stuff. This is what we need to be tapping into. This is what we need to be focusing on over the course of the next week. This card is about something coming to fruition, something coming to fulfillment, something coming to, it's coming full circle. That's what this card essentially is about over the course of the next week. Something seems to be like, should complete. There you go. It's given the birth. It's manifested, which coincides with the full moon tonight, tomorrow. So again, we can see the synchronicity here at work. But this card can also be linked with emotions, depression, being upset. This card can also be to do with illusions. So maybe perceptions that we're not fully aware of. This is what this card is about. Be careful of things appearing that they're not, that they appear to not, they aren't what they appear to be. That's the one I'm looking for. Do watch out for that. Watch out for fraud, scams, hidden things, hidden agendas. This is what secrets being revealed. This is what we're getting here over the course of the next week. So let's watch out for that. And let's watch what our inner consciousness is saying. What is our subconscious saying? What are the things that are coming out? What are we expressing? What are we needing to let go of? What are we releasing? This card is what it's all about. So it's all about the moon, baby. Keep your eye on the moon. That is this week's tarot card. So yeah, could be highly sensitive. Could be. What else? Noha has joined as I'm about to finish. Why do people join when I'm about to finish? Abdul Grandi says dog and wolf. Oh, you're referring to the tarot card, the moon tarot card which I pulled. Yes, dog and wolf. That's what they do, don't they? They howl at the moon. Dog and wolves are representations of instinct. So it's going to be an instinctual week for us. It's a week where we perhaps maybe need to rely on our instincts more. That's what it's about. Thank you very much, Funky Fresh Lyrics. So yeah, so this is what it's all about. Interesting week. It's going to be interesting what comes up for each and every single one of us over the course of the next 7 days. Yeah, keep it locked here, man. Yeah, we may be in for something. What can I say? I think the show has come to an end. I want to thank each and every single one of you for participating. Thank you for your comments, your questions, your support. I will be with you next week, Wednesday, usual time. Set your alarms, people. 12:30 p.m. UK time. I know people are in different time zones, but just set your alarm. It's early morning for some people. It's a bit later in the evening for some people. And for some people, it's right about noon. It is what it is. So it's cool stuff. Thanks a lot, Coco Brown, Faye, Trisha, Angela, Tiffany, Yvette. So many names to mention. I can't mention all of you, but you know who you are. Tedru in the building. Mary, thank you very much. Happy Easter to you as well, Mary. Happy Easter for all of you who are going to be celebrating Easter this weekend. And for those of you of the Jewish faith who are celebrating Pesach, happy festive season to each and every single one of you, whatever you may be celebrating. Noha, Teju, Pretty, Mason, Dinah, Shay66, Natalie, Kylie, all of you who joined, Iyanifa, Tao. Oh God, I can't remember. You know who you are. You always join, you always support. I love it. And I'm very thankful of it too. So it is what it is. People, have a great time. My show has come to an end. I can hear my...
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
See, people, have a wonderful festive season. I shall be seeing you next week, Wednesday,
Welcome
same place,
to the
same
Lunar
time,
Lounge.
right here at the Lunar Lounge. People stay safe. My name is Israel Josie, and I am out. Thank you.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The hit makers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
That hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
That hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.